But as I said, we're here at the Warwick Stadium this afternoon, and I'm joined by the member for Kingsley and the WA Labor candidate for Lansdale, Daniel Pastorelli. Also here are Wildcats owner Mark Arena, Warwick Stadium CEO Josh Nips, and Perth Wildcats player Jesse Wagstaff and Perth Lynx player Amy Atwell. Today we're making a massive announcement. Today I'm saying that if re-elected, my WA Labor government will undertake a major rebuild here at Warwick Stadium to meet the needs of the community and to create a permanent base for the Perth Wildcats and the Perth Lynx. We'll deliver 3 new courts, new physiotherapy facilities, a new gymnasium, a wellness centre, coaches' offices and function spaces. And plus, we'll upgrade the existing change rooms, toilets, umpire change rooms and community space. This is a fantastic facility. It is utilised extensively by the local community, and now it's going to become the permanent home base for the Perth Wildcats and the Perth Lynx. Once this redevelopment has taken place, it will allow an extra 800 kids to be able to play and train in basketball here at the stadium, opening up a world of opportunity for young sports stars. We know that basketball is incredibly popular amongst our young people, so making sure that we continue to invest in these sort of facilities is an important part of giving them an opportunity to play the sport that they love. And this will mean, of course, that the Perth Wildcats and Perth Lynx will be here at the in the northern suburbs on a permanent basis in state-of-the-art facility, so they can go on to continue to be great basketball representatives for Western Australia. This $16 million commitment from WA Labor to support local sports and both local sports at the community level and our elite basketball teams is an important part of continuing to invest, to continuing to make Western Australia a great place to live. And investing in facilities like these means that we're building out the opportunities for community sport. As I've said a number of times during this campaign, community sport is the lifeblood of the communities in which they live. I've got Mayor of the City of Joondalup, Albert Jacobs, here. He knows the importance of continuing to make sure that all these communities have great facilities, both for men, women's and girls and boys. I want to thank Jess Stoikowski for her tireless advocacy on this project on behalf of her community. And only WA Labor has a plan to deliver the community infrastructure our local sporting groups need, because only WA Labor will do what's right for WA. I now hand you over to Mark Arena.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming. I'd like to thank Premier Roger Cook, Assistant Premier and Treasurer Rita Safiotti, Sports Minister David Templeman, Jess Stojovski, and anyone else in government that helped support this. This was one of the most frustrating things that I've come across since taking over the Wildcats, and that's the sporting facilities and training facilities that we've got. We're going from probably equal worst facilities to really the best in the NBL and the best in Australia. Saying that, I'm also really excited that we're going to have here at Warwick Stadium every level of basketball, from kids, I played here at primary school, all the way up every level to pro in a single place. Also moving here is our academy teams. They're our 14 to 19-year-old kids, really kids who train before school each day, and really looking forward to them rubbing shoulders with their senior team members. Again, thank you very much for the support. Hopefully we'll win a championship this year. Yes.
On behalf of Warwick Stadium and the Warwick Senators community, I firstly want to thank the Premier and the Cook government for this election pledge to meet the need and the growing demands of indoor facilities. There's been significant pledges over the last couple days, and we really are grateful for that. I want to thank our local member, Ms. Jess Stojovski, for her ongoing engagement and enthusiasm for ensuring that the growing opportunity and capacity for the community is here and delivered. This Warwick community could not be more grateful, Jess, for your advocacy and your support. We're excited about the journey ahead. I'm excited about the continuation and to traverse what it means to have the Perth Wildcats here at Warwick Stadium and make this their home, and connecting this in with the already 13,000 people that come through here on a weekly basis. These plans are about increased capacity and opportunity to expand the community hub around sport, rec, and fitness. Increased capacity for 800 kids to play sport. Increased capacity for a 1,500 spectator space show court for NBL 1 teams. Increased capacity to grow our wellness programs here, providing additional community spaces to further positive social connection. This includes allied health services, sports chaplaincy, education rooms, and the Senator's first ever club room. This brings opportunity to help develop pathway from a youngest age group of recreational basketball and kids all the way up to the highest level here in Australia with the Wildcats and with the Lynx. The opportunity to attract and host significant sporting events here in the city and specifically here at Warwick Stadium. And the opportunity for our junior kids, our Wobble players, to train and have access to state-of-the-art support and facilities. The journey's not finished, and we're going to continue to seek additional funding for this project.
Yeah, look, the ability to have, all our facilities under one roof. The Premier mentioned it. Practice courts, recovery, physiotherapy, wellness centre, weights facility. It's a game changer, right? And hopefully that, increases performance, and not only that, but increases the ability for our front office to recruit, to get even better talent over here with a facility of this stature is phenomenal. Look, I mean, the NBL today and for the last decade has been so competitive, right? There's, clubs are looking for every edge, and so yeah, hopefully potentially this could be a game changer. And if you're looking for that extra 1% or that extra 10%, facility like this, might be the difference between a championship and second. But yeah, that's if we you go ahead and you get these facilities, it's just huge.
Yeah, definitely. Like Jesse said, having the facilities all under the same roof is incredible. I mean, we've battled the last couple of years trying to find places to lift and stuff like that, and just like women's sport is on the rise, and being able to see the commitment from the government to both of us is, it's incredible.
Aircon included.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Thanks, guys.
Just quickly, you're saying you're chasing additional funding,
Yep.
so the 16 mil doesn't quite cover it. How much more do you need, and what will that actually?
Yeah, so we've currently got the 16. The current plans are with 26 mil, and so we're looking at some private, and we have had discussions early on with the city of Joondalup, and so they're obviously here as well, and so we want to continue those conversations with them about that. No idea. How long is a piece of string? Realistically, I think the funding that is there right now would get us some positive traction, hopefully, and hopefully by early next year that we can start something going with that.
Yesterday? No, realistically, I think we're a couple years away from facilities, and really can't wait to both teams can move into their new home.
Fantastic. Any more questions on this particular project?
How do you balance the argument, and I'm just playing devil's advocate?
Sure.
How do you balance the argument that professional sports should be able to pay their own way, not just need at a community grassroots level that is harder to attract investment?
Yeah, so and that's one of the reasons why we're so pleased with this announcement. Today's announcement means that an extra 800 local kids, young men and young women, will be able to play basketball. We know that every basketball team in the metropolitan area has a wait list. a wait list of kids that are wanting to get their opportunity to play community sports. So we're very pleased that we can not only support the consolidation of a permanent home base for the Perth Wildcats and the Perth Lynx, but we can make more court time available for young kids. Extra 800 in this area alone. And of course, the $186 million investment that we announced the other day in relation to community sports means that more kids across Perth and the state will be able to get an opportunity to play sport. Well, look, we'll move very swiftly after the election to make sure that, one, our dollars are available, but two, to make sure that we assist the Perth Wildcats and Perth Lynx get the extra funding that we need here for Josh to be able to develop out the facility. So we're going to move as quickly as we can, but obviously we're going to need to also make sure that we get the designs right and that the facilities meet the needs of everyone.
6PR yesterday said that said that it was any community stuff going into rugby league would be effectively what the NRL was asking for, but that way you just don't have to build a price tag when the NRL comes knocking and sell it to the West Australian public. Is that accurate?
Well, look, what we do as a state is always work with the local codes to make sure that we can support them to develop their games. That means supporting them in the school level to make sure we've got programs, not only talent development programs, but introductory programs to give kids a taste for the code. And obviously that goes for our community sports as well. By supporting our community sports, we create pathways, we create development opportunities.